Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to the bush. We are at the cabin, the big one in the woods. Bit of a screw up in this video. Bit of a screw up the whole weekend. Technical difficulties with this GoPro, I don't like you some days. We've been here for a couple days now, and the initial file, the first video, hey, when we got here, I didn't get any of that video. It's about a 2-minute clip. So anyways, what it was all about was explaining that we're going to get the hot tub all finished and all that. I showed where the pump is on the other side. I showed everything. And here's the state it's in now. It's all done. Because I didn't get the actual file recorded. So it's going to start out showing you going around the tub all closed in. So, and then explaining how I'm powering this thing up. So anyways, sorry for the technical screw up, but we're going to join this week's regular program show now. We're going to put you into where we were supposed to be. Well, there you go, guys. I worked out here for an hour and a half here this afternoon. Check it out. Looks pretty freaking good, eh? It's all closed in. Check it out. Closed in all the way around. All the way around. All the way down here. On the back. It's all closed in. Looks pretty good, eh? And what I did on the other side where I have my battery that's running it, I left a little hatch there because I might put a hinge on it. And see this little panel here, this will lift right out. This was just sat here for now to access the battery. So, and again, I'm going to talk to you guys about that in a little bit here. That's quite a battery I get in here. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in a bit. But anyway, oh, we're going to get supper undergo here. It's supper time already. I spent pretty well the whole day getting this thing finished up. So it took a little longer than I anticipated, but I got the barbecue fired up out back. And we are having chicken ribs. Actually, chicken ribs. We're having chicken wings, some great big Italian sausages, and a salad that Cynthia over here is making up. Awesome. That's going to be nice too. Yep. These, I'm just going to put the whole rack right in here. Like that. That's easy enough, eh? 3 sausages. Just like these. This barbecue works really good. Turn the heat down a little bit. There we go. Tasty stuff. Just shut her down because these look done to me. Done. Done like a dinner. Don't want to burn everything. Alright, grab these bad boys. Don't want to burn myself. There, they come up pretty good. They look really good. Chicken wings. Yeah, there you go, guys. Dinner's on the table. We're going to sit down and eat our dinner. And then in a little while, we're going to go get the hot tub going here. Cynthia's sitting here. I don't think I'm going to show this part. That might offend people. Anyway, we're going to sit down and have our dinner here. Well, guys, we had our dinner. It was good. And guess what? It's time to try to fire up this hot tub. Here's my water heater right side here, and the way it works is I just have to hook these on. This is the inlet, which is over here, and the outlet is on here. Just screw these 2 hoses on. This thing's ready to go. Like, seriously, as soon as I hit the switch, it should flash up. Here's hoping. Wish me luck. It's going. It's going. Temperature? It's going. Let's check it out. Look at that. Look at the crap that come out of that pipe. Oh boy, that's bad. I gotta get the skimmer out, get that all out of there. That is hot water right there, guys. Working good. Working really good. I never thought of that. I should have put something that collect that when I first turned that on. That put a great big spit of rust and crap that was in that. My skimmer, I should be able to get most of that right out of there. She's working good so far. That is cool. Now I'm going to turn the flow up a little bit and see what happens. She's still going good. Anyways, what I'm powering this with is a pretty revolutionary battery. Just give me a second. I'm gonna skim this stuff out of here. This drives me nuts. Wow, well there you go, guys. I took the skimmer and that was pretty easy. I got all that out of the bottom. All that crap that went down in there, that's all out of there. So this thing is working phenomenal. She's running good. I'm gonna show you guys before it gets too late here how I'm running this. This is new for me. This is called a Vatrer battery. It's a lithium iron phosphate, 100 watt hour, 100 amp hour, 12 volt, all hooked in there. This battery is freaking awesome. It is self-heated for charging in cold weather. And the best part of this bad boy is it Bluetooth connects. Okay, you guys got to see this to believe it. This is so cool. Check this out. It shows me 99%. Shows me the voltage, the current, 43 watts is all that's pulling out. I'm at 99% running that pump right now. It's so nice to have, because one cycle it even shows you how many times this battery's been charged. I know it's hard to see here with the phone trying to show it on the camera, but 43 watts it's taking to run this. Remaining capacity, still got 99 amp hours. You can balance your cells with this. There's cell balancing, there's battery protection you can turn on and off, and this battery works nice. 100 amp hour, and again, it's a self-heated Vatrer battery. And thank you so much for those guys for sending me this, because this is going to be a wonderful addition to the cabin, the hot tub, and everything else. My new Vatrer battery I get in here. It's 100 amp hour. And again, at this rate right now, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah, you can. A little blurry, I guess. But you can see what's going on here. 43 watts. That's remarkable. That's all that pump is using. I honestly thought that pump was going to draw a lot more than that for power. 3 amps is all that thing is drawing. So, and I'm hoping within an hour or so, this hot tub's going to be hot enough to use. Again, thanks to Vatrer. Check out their website. I'll put a description and all that in the, or I'll put their link in the description of the video. And check them out. These guys have some really nice products. Thank you so much, Vatrer, for the battery. So I've got the test strips you buy for pools and stuff, the proper ones to test, because I don't want to chance it, right, as far as getting sick and all that with chemicals, because I have hot tub bromine in that right now. And I just did my first test in the bromine. It is absolutely perfect, where it should be as far as the color goes. So I'm pretty impressed that guessing at it. You guys got to check this out. Check this out. Have a look. The green right here and the green on here. Look how close that is. That's your bromine level right there. You want to be up here or here. This is getting low, this is too high. So we're actually right on pretty much the perfect levels. So anybody that has pools and spas obviously would know that the stuff evaporates. So bromine and chlorine both evaporate quite quickly out of your pool and out of your hot tub, so you have to add them each time. But this is the first time using this tub, so pretty cool setup. I must say I'm proud of this. It's gonna be nice to get in this thing again. It's been a long time. I haven't been in this in 2.5 years probably. And the funny part, I don't know if anybody, I never really talk much about this, but this thing over here was the initial wood stove that I ran it off. It had the pipe going up the back at the elbow here. This was totally closed in on the top. And then your stove part, I mean, you guys have seen me have fires in this. Well, I had a copper coil in that. That's how I initially used to heat this tub, but the problem was when you got her hot, she kept going. It was hard. You can't just instantly make a fire go out. You can't turn off the water flow, because then you're going to create steam. You create steam, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have an explosion. Anybody knows about steam, how much it expands. So it wasn't an efficient way to do it with the wood-fired hot tubs. So having this new setup with the propane now is so much easier that you turn it on, turn it off. And here's the deal too, that when you get in it before, temperature would level out about 105, but what you run her at, right? Well, when you get in the tub, you let the fire go out. Well, the tub is starting to cool off, especially in the cooler weather. You feel it start to cool right off in 15-20 minutes. But you're screwed. You got to get out because it's getting cold. With this, I'm just going to reach over, hit the switch, turn it back on. This thing, you can keep her hot all night if we want. So, and at that rate, that battery lasts a couple days running this pump. The water heater, I know from experience, will use nothing for propane. This thing is so efficient, these on-demand water heaters. You know, I wish I could do that in our house, because you get so tired of paying the high electric bills and all that, and to be able to go propane on demand. This thing is only making hot water when it has to. There's nothing on, you know, nothing sitting on reserve. So, and what this is, that's not the temperature of the water. That's how much it's raising the temperature of the water. So the water that's in there right now is being raised 72 degrees as it's pumping it through. It doesn't bring it up to a set temp. These water heaters, they will literally raise it a certain amount of temperature, a certain amount of degrees. And that's what it's doing right now. That's the highest by far I've ever seen this thing raise water. When I put it on the camp, I set it at about 45 or so. And that's hot in the shower. This water here would scald you what's going into this hot tub right now. That is hot, hot, hot water. Working better than expected, to be honest. Better than expected. Also, too, I've been running the little filter. I've been running the little filter all day. The built-in pump, the pool pump, the Intech pool pump. It's getting the water cleaned up really good in there. And what I'm powering on right now is my good old All Powers power station. That's why the cord right now, I've just got it running out through here, and it's going up, and I'm using my All Powers. This shows me right now it only uses 20 watts to run that pump, right? Not doing a plug for these guys, but I used that thing all afternoon running my skill saw, cutting half of, I had to cut 7 or 8 boards for this, a bunch of stuff. This works so nice. You don't have to start a generator every time you want to make a cut. You just, excuse me, plug it in. These power stations are one of the nicest things I've ever had. Thank you so much for everybody out there that's actually set me up with one. So I'm getting a collection of them for sure. But anyway, yeah, so what we're doing, again, I was saying is we're running it right now off of that. But what I'm thinking of doing is this battery's got all kinds of juice in it to run this. I have a 300 watt inverter at home, and I don't need close to that because it's only 20. But anybody that saw way back when I built my first homemade power station, I had a battery in it, and I put a 300 watt small inverter in it on top, a nice piece of wood in that. Well, I still have that inverter home. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting it in underneath here. I can put a second switch over there, and I can power the inverter right off of this battery also, keep the pool filter plugged in, and if I want to run the filter while we're in there, turn it on. I'd like to add some jets to this bad boy. Haven't found any yet, don't know where to get them, but I've thought about getting a little hot tub and all that and taking all the jets out of it. But you know, you can get old like Whirlpool bathtubs, because this has all the spots made in it to put the jets in, right? But anyways, don't have that kind of luxury yet. But still, to lay out here under the stars and look up at 105 degree water, and you smell the bromine in that, just a nice chlorine-y, bromine-y smell, it's not too bad to do. We'll be doing it a bit later on. Stay tuned. What an awesome way to end a day. Working on this all day, all last weekend and stuff. Man, this was well worth it. It is probably 102 in here maybe. It's not stupidly hot, it's just about right. We went and bought a thermometer at our local building supply store. Never looked at it. It's actually it's nice. It's a little pool thermometer, and it's a little blue one that's got a cup on the bottom, and you dip it in, you pull it up, and you get a reading on how hot your water is, right? Went to take it out of the package yesterday. Lucky I didn't open the package because it's broken. It's got the little glass with your mercury in it and all that. It broke right off. So, winging it on how long this thing ran. Cindy's floating. She's having a hard time here. Ran it, I think, about an hour and 15 minutes. Ran the pump to get this from whatever brook temp the water was up to about 102. The water doesn't smell a bit like a brook. All it smells like bromine. I used my test strips I bought, and I did a water test. The water's perfect. So anyways, this week coming up, we're hoping on doing a double night truck tent adventure. Haven't been in that for a while. I was done Mesa's Bay solo, but Cindy didn't get to go on that trip, so she's only been on one truck tent adventure with me. So we're going to take the truck and go probably Tuesday night one place, and then Wednesday go somewhere totally different. It's funny, I bought this tub 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago. I bought it, yeah, 7 years ago. I bought it 8 years ago. I bought this tub a few weeks after I bought the land, and there was no building here. And I talked about some of my older videos. I initially had a truck camper, the one that goes up in the back of a half-ton, with a living room built on the back, and it sat over there. And as soon as I had that set up, I wanted something to do when I was here. So I seen this tub for sale for $100. And it was funny because it's a brand new, it's a double soaker tub for in a house. A guy just had it. He was 2 miles from here, literally right over here, very, very close to where we're at, and out in the main road. And anyways, he bought it, had it sitting outside. It was still a plastic layer on it. And they renovated the house. They got the bath. It was going to go in the basement in a bathroom. And once they got done, it wouldn't fit. They couldn't get it to go in the basement of the house. Put it up for sale. I got it for $100. $880, had a price tag still on it, fiberglass, brand new, still had plastic on it tub. So, and I installed it again years ago and used the wood stove and stuff on it to fire it. But now with this setup, it's right cool because you can just hit the switch and walk away for a while. We gotta tie ballast on her. She's too light. She's floating away. We got the fire going. Oh boy, no way to describe it. This was so worth getting going. Tomorrow they say it's gonna pour rain all day. They got a bunch of weather warnings out and stuff. So we're probably just gonna sit in the cabin and stay dry. And Cindy's gonna make a big chili and that. That's her plans for tomorrow. So should be good. But was worth the work, and it wasn't even that much work to do. Just kind of had to put it all back together, right? It's been sitting there for a couple of years. Well, Saturday morning now, guys. Pouring rain. It has been for the last couple hours, and it's supposed to pour rain till about 2 o'clock this afternoon. She's a wet day out there. The brook is actually coming up a little bit. It's nice to see from all this water we've had. And the only thing is, we're not going to get a whole lot done today. Never know, might jump the tub again tonight. Check it out later on. Won't take much to get her going. Just got to flip a switch. So I actually got puddles started around the yard here, which you never see here. There's one there. A couple little puddles over here behind the savvy side. So, you know, there's a pile of water coming down here in a short amount of time right now, but we so desperately need this weather to wet things up because it's been so dry. We've got a couple sunflowers out front now, are probably pushing close to 12 feet tall. I'll try to get a picture of them later if the rain lets up. And anyway, we're just going to kick around the cabin here for today. Beautiful Saturday. Nice to have you guys here, as usual. Well, it is getting nicer out. The rain's done. Well, check it out. Beautiful out there now. Not sunny yet, but it's not, it's just cloudy. But anyway, Cindy is throwing together a chili for dinner here. So she needs me to open up some of the cans. She doesn't work can openers very well.
Not that one.
Not this one. She doesn't like this one. So I've got some stewed tomatoes. A couple things here I got to open. Basically my part of prepping dinner, I guess. But she doesn't like these old church key style openers. They're actually my favorite, to be honest. But he says, what's going on? Look at these two. Said we heard a can opener. What are you doing down there? What a pair. Well, there. Everything in the pot. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Yum. Cindy's chili. Corn included. I don't think everybody puts corn in it. I know I do, and I think she does too. So actually, obviously she does. It's in it. Yeah, nothing like corn in your chili. Well, the rain cleared up here for an hour or two, and it's actually started showering a bit again. And guess what? Right when I got the hot tub warming up again, I turned the pump back on. And this is pretty remarkable, I must say. We used that last night, and it was up to, we're not sure, 104, 105. The thermometer, we didn't have one, but I've been in a hot tub a few times. I know about what it feels like. Anyway, covered it last night. We get out of it. All that's on it is a sheet OSB chipboard, and we had a tarp over top of that just to keep the water off it so the rain wouldn't, get out of it too bad today. I went out there a couple hours ago, and it is 4 o'clock the next day, and it is warm enough that I literally only had that pump going for about 45 minutes, and that tub is almost right to full temp again. So it held a lot of water. It felt like a cool bath water before I started heating it today, so quite neat. You want something better? I'm going to show you how much battery I've actually used so far to actually basically heat this tub up twice. Check this out. I'll show you inside. Be a little easier to see than the other video I showed. Okay, this is pretty impressive. This is what's left in that battery still after I've already heated that tub twice with it. So Vatrer for the win. You can see we're still at 92.3 amp hours left out of 100, and they consider that 91% for some reason. 92.3 out of 100, and they consider that 91%. You can see 13.3 volts is still at zero current, zero wattage, because I've got it turned off right now. There's no power coming out of that battery anymore. But that works so good, this new Vatrer. And the Bluetooth connection is so nice. We have the app. With a lot of these other, the lithium iron phosphate batteries are great. But if you're only going off a voltmeter, you really don't know the actual battery percentage, what's left in the battery. So with these, we could sit in that tub with that thing on and off, and and again, if you had your phone. But anyway, they work so well that, Vatrer for the win. Thanks again for the battery, guys. I really appreciate it. Meanwhile, let's see how Cindy's chili's doing. Oh man, look at that. Smells good. She's got a bit of garlic bread here sitting on the griddle. She's doing that up. So that's our dinner for tonight. Chili and garlic bread. So anyways, guess what? We just had supper. It's like 5:30. Doing this again. Isn't that nice? Tub's all hot, ready to go. We're going to get in it for the second night here and do round number 2 in the tub. I don't know. Might be sitting in a hot tub in the pouring rain here. Hard to say. Another win for Vatrer. 91%. Heated that tub up twice already. Crazy. And it's right at the heating. It's pretty hot. I wouldn't want to get much hotter. We won't climb in it. But we may have to hold out a little while. Hopefully this rain lets up. Wow. Well, there you go, guys. It's Sunday morning. It's freaking raining again, man. We got the rain we needed for sure. She's wet out here. We were in the hot tub last night for a while. It started showering a bit last evening too. I didn't bother showing any of that. Didn't film it. I only showed one night of hot tub use. But anyway, nice to have that thing back up and functional again. Very relaxing way to end off a day after you work hard. So all kinds of little projects to be done around here next week. I need to build the framework for my apple tree because the pear tree, these are both, that apple's almost going to start coming out through there pretty soon. The branches are going so quick. Pear tree's got lots of room to move, so that'll probably be next week. But like I told you guys before, I think we might do a couple truck tent nights this week, so that'd be kind of neat. A couple different locations, maybe set up one night. Got something new to show you guys again, so anyways, had a great time. We need the rain desperately. It's so nice to see this water coming down. But anyway, like and subscribe, share. You know, this channel's growing pretty quick. We're over 9,000 now, and we're still going. So if nothing else, live simply, remain grateful, and we'll talk to you guys very soon.